Okay, we Saturday morning, Qi Gong. Happy Valentine's weekend. President's Day. I figure we do a little Valentine's Day Qi Gong and eight vessel thingy today. Just get everything rocking and rolling. Uh, Inhale, bring down heaven. Inhaling. Exhale, bringing up the earth. Inhaling. Exhale. Mix the colors together. Exhale. Great. Let's go to our standing pose, and we should all understand how to breathe, making sure we're breathing down here in the lower dantian so that the cauldron is heated. And so let's talk meridian breathing for the kidneys. The kidneys start between the big toe and the second toe. It's actually like a quarter of an inch back, and it goes up the inside of the leg, past the groin up to the collarbone, and the urinary bladder starts here between the eyebrows. It shoots straight back, down the back of the legs, and ends at the pinky toe. So as we're standing in this position, we're going to do some meridian breathing. Okay, so up here, over and down. Good. Big toe, little toe, and heel grip the floor, widening the vision. Rooting into the earth. Tapping into the core of the earth. Feeling the chi rise up. Stay right where you are. I've got glasses. It's okay, Stormy. It's Amazon. Amazon's delivering. Good. And let's go ahead and breathe in the chi from the earth. All the way up. Now, good. Feeling the chi of the world. Now let's do that meridian breathing I told you about. Well, I'm inhaling, pulling the chi up the inside of the leg all the way up to the collarbone. And when we exhale, just exhale, imagining the chi going from the eyebrows down the back of the head, the back of the neck, the shoulders, the back of the thighs to the pinky toes. Inhaling, up, exhale down the back. Inhaling, up, exhaling down. Inhaling, exhale. Keep inhaling up, exhaling down. Great, shake out the 9 gates. So if when done correctly, first of all, that urinary bladder meridian, it generates a lot of heat. So if you do it correctly, your body should get hot, like really hot. I've been doing this in the morning. We still don't have heat. It's been cold, but I'll sit and do this, and and the body gets warm. So experiment with that a little bit. Okay, good. Great. All right. Hold. Feel the buzz in the hands. Let's go ahead and take a wider stance, and we'll do a tonification for the kidneys. Just 12. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, I can also meridian breathe up to the collarbone. Exhale down the back to the pinky toe. Inhale up to the collarbone. Exhale down to the pinky bone. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, nice and slow and controlled. Inhale. And following the bell. Last one here. Switching to the other kidney. Around, bring the right hand up and around. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Inhale up the kidneys. Exhale down the bladder. Up to the collarbone. Down the back. I know it's kind of weird doing it this way, but this is a proper way of doing it. Collarbone. Down the back. Inhaling. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Good. Bring the feet together. Now what I want to do is stretch out the hamstrings because we want to make sure that the urinary bladder meridian is relaxed and not shrunk. So just bring the hands up, down, and see if you can just touch the floor. Keep the knees straight and feel that stretch in the hamstring. And just hang. You can grab your elbows. Slowly come back up. And set. Great. Great. All right. Today I want to get started on the 8 vessels. 8 vessels is one of those practices which are long, lifelong practices that the more that you do it, the more you get out of it. The 8 vessels are considered the most deepest, most energetic part of your entire being, soul structure. It is part of the moral aspect of yourself. It goes from existence to existence. It houses information. They are responsible for bringing in data from previous experiences, from other lifetimes or whatever, whether they're whatever, and locking in with the DNA to make sure that the DNA is structuring whether your body, for whatever vehicle this body is going to be used for, right? But they're also more important while living, because what they do is that they house excess chi that you don't use. And it's like having a bank account. And whenever the organs are depleted of chi, then these 8 vessels release the excess chi into the organ. By the time we get into our late, depending upon your lifestyle, by the time you get to your late, 40s, 50s, definitely 40s, 50s, then these vessels start to drain. So what we're going to do is learn to stand and fill up these vessels. Okay? So let's start off with the very simple one. Okay, and this is called 7 stars press the earth. And let's go ahead and just make a V with the feet. You put the heels behind the toes. So I'm going to post my body to one side. And there's 2 ways of doing this. You can do it like this, lift the toe and turn the toe in this way, right? Or I like to do this with the heel and turn and place the heel down. Now you should feel a stretch in the calf. Either way, it doesn't matter if you do it this way and turn, you should feel a stretch in the calf, right? So this knee is straight, and this knee is in alignment with the big toe. We want to make sure that the joints are not having any kind of twisting of the joints is a no-no. Muscle development, fine, right? You're going to feel it in the muscles. But as far as joints in the knees, you want to make sure that there's no problem with that. If you feel that for some reason you have an issue because you have a kneecap and there's some pressure, go ahead and make the adjustment that you need to make, okay? But there should be no pain in the joints, okay? So if I just turn here like this, good. So this knee is locked, this knee is bent. This toe and knee are straight. This is pointing at an angle. Normally, you'd have the big toe pointing at this big toe, but it's okay if you just want to have it at an angle, that's fine. We call it 7 because we're making the number 7 this way, right? So the next thing we're going to do is with the torso and the hips facing front, lift the hands as if you're holding a ball, beach ball. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn the top part of my body. So this whole section is stretched out, okay? So you're going to see, you're turning your body into an isosceles triangle, basically what it is. And so the stretch is going to be from the head down to where that, down to the back heel here, okay? So I want you to inhale into your lower dantian, exhale the chi in through the front foot to the earth. Inhale, pull the chi up from the earth to the lower dantian. And when you exhale into the palms of the hands. You should feel the heat in the palms of the hands. This is a really great way of learning how to channel the chi. Build the chi and channel the chi. Okay? Now, while we're doing this exercise, if you are with me for a while, at this point, you're filling up the vessel. If you're beginning, you're opening the vessel. So it takes about 108 times. to open the vessel. 108 days, it says open the vessel. And if you do that for 1 minute a day, that's fine, right? At anything 3 to 5 minutes, then you're filling, right? So my advanced students should be doing 3 to 5 minutes. Beginner students, just do 1 minute, right? Get a little stopwatch. When you hit the 1 minute, then you shift to the other side. So what I like to do as far as a transition, everything is predicated on this foot. So if I shift the foot if I lift my heel up and turn my heel facing front, my body is going to follow. Great. Now I can either shift, lift the toe, and turn the body, right, this way, or lift the heel, turn the body, and then place the heel on the back. When I'm doing this, I'm making sure, once again, I'm stretching that heel. Check your joints. Make sure that your joint is not having any pain. If you're feeling muscle is fine. But joint, no problems with the joint. So let's get the camera on. Sorry, everybody, got a dog. The dog is doing what dogs do when they hear noise. Stormy. And hello, and the family's walking in. Come on, Ozzy. Sorry. It's too late. Come on in. That way the dog will stop barking.
Right.
The Collins clan just walked in.
Hello.
Hi.
Good. Remember to breathe into the earth, in through the lower dantian, through the front foot. And let's go ahead and shift to the front. And that is your first vessel. So that's the first one to do. Please try to just work on one. Try to hit the pose. Try to do 1 minute. When you feel you're strong enough to do the 1 minute, work to 2 minutes. Try to get to 3. When you get 3 minutes, then pretty much there to fill up the vessel. Try to do 3 to 5 minutes. That's how you fill the vessel. Next one is called dividing heaven and earth. It's this motion here, right? And it requires to take a bit of a wider step for this one. I'm going to lift up this heel. I'm going to turn it in, right? Now, the same thing, it's very much like the first one we just did, except the heel is up to the air, right? And this outside hand is going to push up, and the other one is going to push down, right? So this is a side view, right? But from a front view, looks like this, right? This is kind of a lock, like it's a lock. And what we're doing is, this is what's for the vessel that is filling up for this one, is called the thrusting vessel. This is where the chakras line is, right? And it's watery. So we're closing off the water energy, so the water energy doesn't get dispersed, and shooting it back up through the center, right? So one hand pushes to the sky, other hand pushes to the earth, right? And we hold this for just 30 seconds or so. And once again, inhaling through the hands into the lower dantian, exhaling down the front foot, pulling in from the front foot to lower dantian. Exhale through the palms of the hands. My advanced students should feel like jets of heat shooting out of the palms of the hand, like jet fuel, like shooting out. It's pretty cool, actually. And these are all longevity practices that the secrets, these little secrets, uh, little tricks of the trade to help you with your longevity, particularly when you get into our age. But even as young people, if you do this, it puts more money in your longevity bank account, basically. You get a head start from your peers. So we're starting this off pretty high, right? Normally, we would be down here. So I'm just showing you where normally it would be. For young folks, if you, like, for young people, we can push them. We'll be here like this, right? Bending, this knee's bent, right? But if you're starting out for the first time, start high, building the strength, and then as you can build the strength, you get lower, okay? Good. Let's go ahead and do the other side. I'm just going to go ahead and turn. Lift up that right heel. Turn, which turns the body. This is, you know, if you can get this is a really important thing to learn, particularly for Tai Chi. The footwork moves the body, right? It's not me having to do anything. The foot goes, torso goes, and the hands go, right? So really get that body mechanic there. It'll go a long way. All right. So we're locking here. This knee and foot's going that direction. I'm actually going 45 degree. It's okay. Usually it would be like this, but it's early in the morning. Inside hand pushes up. Other hand pushes down. And there are a couple of ways of doing it. Like in the original manuals from Grandmaster, he was like this, but they've altered it to where you can look at the more of a twist. Look at the fingers here. You can experiment and see what you like. I personally like looking up. I like this one because what we're doing is we're sending Qi up the thrusting vessel, which goes up the center of the body. So, but you can experiment and see which is best for you. You can look at the fingers behind you. You can look up. And I tuck the belly in. I like to pack the organs up to the abdominals. And the 8 vessels, you know, in our clan, we look at the 8 vessels as a spiritual development tool as well as longevity, because we're strengthening the conscious bubble that we become when we leave this body, right? But there are plenty of documents, publications out there which are talking about the 8 vessels and their effect on healing the traumatic experiences, stages of life, how you deal with the world. So there's a lot of literature on it right now. So it's just the last few years. Good. Come back and set. Perfect. Good. Next one is called standing in Ba, pushing poles. Pushing poles, right? So Ba is basically your pigeon-toed stance, right? So you can have the thighs making contact, right? Or you can have them apart. Make sure it's a fist, just a fist away, okay? Right. And this particular stance is good for the stomach and the spleen, okay? Because what's happening is that the meridians for the stomach and the spleen are emphasized in the thighs. Actually, this is really more spleen because it's on the inside. If you do a wide stance, this is stomach, because they go on the outside, all right? So if I'm doing this, right, shoulder blades are touching, which is going to cause my head to look up at a 45-degree angle. My eyes are looking up. The hands come out, they shoot out, right? Now you can have, it's up to you, you can have the thumbs here or there. I like to have them here like this, but I'm going to pull the fingers back. And you're going to feel the pull in your wrists. And you're going to breathe in through the palms of the hands, down into the lower dantian. Exhale into the feet to the earth. Grip the floor with the feet. Pull in from the earth to the lower dantian, through the legs, and then exhale through the palms of the hands. And you should feel heat and qi being distributed throughout the system. Okay? And this is for what's called the conception vessel, which is in the front of the body. I'll give you side view. We're stretching what's called the conception vessel, which is this part here, all up to here, right? So we're opening or filling. In all these practices from the Orient, we use the body to strengthen the spirit, because it requires a certain amount of will and intention. So not only are we filling vessels and promoting qi, we're also creating the standard by which our consciousness will be able to become aware in death. Now we're going to switch and bring the hands in as if you're holding a beach ball, but this time the shoulder blades will open like Quasimodo, right? Right? So we're opening up the back, which is called the governing vessel. And inhaling into the lower dantian, into the earth. Right? So into lower dantian, exhaling into the earth, pulling in from the earth to lower dantian, exhaling into the palms, feeling the heat. And if you're doing this for the first time, you need to take a break, then take a break. These are not easy poses to maintain, right? You can stop, take a break, shake it out. You can sit, you can watch, do whatever you need to do. Okay? And let's go ahead and set. Good. Excellent. The next one is called twisting like rope. So the twisting like rope is basically a twisting motion. And this particular one you have to be very, very, very careful of, particularly with the knees. So let's start from the beginning. If you're doing this for the first time, right? So I want you to stand facing this direction, which is my right, your left. Okay? You're going to take your right foot, you're going to kick it, and kick it at an angle as if you're kicking a beer can. So not like this, but like this, at an angle, right? Put that foot on the floor. So this is at an angle, all right? Now I'm going to have you shift the weight from the back to the heel, but you're not going to move the back foot. The foot's just, you're gonna just bring the heel up to the ceiling, like this. Okay. So this is your twisting, right? Then what you're gonna do, bring one hand up, the right hand up, it will twist like this. The left hand on the bottom will twist the opposite way. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bend the knees. Now, don't go all the way down. You just bend the knees to where you feel that burn, where you feel that, oh, this is difficult. And then come back up and hold. The idea is that we're not trying to force, we're just trying to awaken certain muscles that perhaps you didn't know you had before. And this particular position works what's called the belt vessel, which goes around the hips. And we're going to inhale into the lower dantian, exhale down the front foot to the earth. Inhale from the earth to the lower dantian, exhale through the palms of the hand. And yeah, you know, we're just and go ahead and relax on this one. This one I need to be careful with everybody because of knees, right? So there are a couple ways of getting into this. If you've done it before, one of our teachers does this. He just bends this knee here, takes his foot in the back like this. So you're really twisted, right? So this knee and this foot is here and this foot is there. So it's really a twist, right? But once again, there's a lot of strain on the knees. So you know what? If you had like a knee replacement, this is an issue, don't turn this knee out. Just one foot front, one foot behind, right? Do this, right? And then just twist. Just twist and stay high, right? You don't gotta twist this knee. Because what we're trying to do here is work on this lateral movement, is what we're looking to do. That's why it's twisting like rope, right? So just have the knee front and just go as far as you can comfortably. But make sure we lift up as much as we can, okay? So protect that knee, right? All right, we do the other side. Once again, facing to my right. Take my left foot, kick. It's going to be at an angle. I'm going to place it down like this, right? Then shift the weight to that heel. This heel's up to the heavens. This heel's on the ground. Left hand comes up. It twists this way. So I'm turning the hands that direction. This is with the opposite direction, like I'm opening peanut butter jar, right? And then just slightly bend the legs. Go to where your limit is, and just hit your limit. You don't have to do anything. This one not too long because I just want to be gentle with this one with you. So come back up, all right? Yeah, so that one, take your time. This is probably the hardest one, I think, because when you see the practitioners, they're all the way down like this, right? So this knee is like one fist up from the earth. So, so you want to make sure you just do it high first, right? And then when you feel the strength, then you go a little bit lower. Go to your burn. Stay at the burn. Don't go lower than your burn. When your burn disappears, go down to find where the next burn is going to be and stay there. That way you know you're intrinsically building up strength. Okay? Great. All right, so the next one is going to be Swan points to 7 stars. Okay? And this is standing on one foot. So I'm going to shift to one foot, my left foot. Going to point this toe. You can make sure that you have your balance, right? We got that balance, and you can bend this knee if you want for support, right? Gonna bring it up to here, right? And then when you got that, you can bring it up to here. And when you got that, you can twist it out at an angle like this, right? Right. That's the first part, right? And shift to the other side the same way. Point the toe, lift it up, and at an angle. And down. Great. The hands are holding a platter, basically. Yeah, right. So my hands are here, right? So my right hand, palm to the sky, left hand, palm to the ground. Right foot comes up, right? And you can do this, right? Do this, you can point until you get your balance. When you get your balance, bring it up. Then when you're ready, you can go at an angle, right? 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 Now, my torso is going to twist. So I'm looking in the back. And inhaling into the earth, inhaling into the lower dantian, exhaling into the earth. Pull in from the earth to lower dantian, exhale to the palms of the hands. Good. And relax. We'll go to the other side. I'm not going to have you hold that for a minute. Yeah. This is just awakening things, right? So this time the opposite side. So my left hand is palming the sky. Right hand to the earth. Left foot pointing. Up, angle, twist. Come on down. Good. So this one is actually for the thrusting vessel. Because what's happening is that we're cupping here, right? And then we're twisting here. So we're shooting we're shooting water energy up the center, right? Now ideally, and I have to work on this, I want to be able to get my knee to my elbow. So that's next, which means I have to really use my gut, right? That's something I'm working on. By summer, I'm going to nail that by the summer. Okay, great. So that's the idea for thrusting vessel. Next one is going to be crescent. Just take a wider stance. Okay. Shift all the weight to my right. Once again, my knee, my toe, facing in the same direction. Sometimes I'll have it out to the center like that, but this is fine too, right? Gonna shift all the weight. So right now, the ball of the foot is making contact with the earth, right? Preferably you wanna just have the toe there. And I'm going to reach over and stretch. And these are for the linking vessels, the side vessels, right? Yin and yang, heel vessels, linking vessels, should say. Good. Now I'm going to shift to the other side, right? Just going to shift the weight to my other foot. And I just shift over and then stretch to the other side. Right. Great. Come back. Set. Perfect. Uh, this is next one is called Ride the Tiger, and this one is for once again the heel vessel moving from one side to the other side and stretching. So let's take let's do a wider horse stance. So feet together, make a V with the feet, heels behind the toes. V again, heels behind the toes. Bend the knee, right? So high horse stance for right now, right? You can do this low, but let's do it high. Shift all the feet at a 45-degree angle. The left arm is going to go here, as if I'm Jolly Roger at the bar, right? This is going to go over the head like this, Ride the Tiger, right? And what I'm going to do is try to make this whole section here one line, right? Now, if there's an issue with the knee, then just stay center and hold it, right? Right? But if you can balance both and feel that stretch in the heel, right? I'm going to inhale into lower dantian, exhale down the back leg into the earth, and pull up the back leg, exhale, right? Great. Now let's go to the other side. Just make it simple. Just shift over to the other side. Same thing. Right hand goes under here, over the top with the left hand. And we're doing this pretty high, so everybody should be able to do this one, right? Because normally it would be down here, you know, like here normally, but just stay high. Believe me, you're getting the workout anyway. It's just like, you know, and we're just opening these vessels up, right? Great, come back up to normal. One last one, and then we're good for the day. Sure, shake the legs out. This one is a difficult one as well. This one and the swan, obviously, and the twisting like rope are probably the most challenging ones. I won't lie. This is called natural palm. I like to say cat stance into natural palm. So the natural palm looks like this. I take my two fingers, yeah, and then this index finger here, I'm gonna bend, right? Same thing to the other one, just here, bend, right? They call it natural palm because when you do this unnatural thing with your fingers, these fingers go into the natural position. And normally what happens is you can bring up Qi from the palm of the hand into like a little ball, and you hit the acupressure point and pop the ball in to do internal damage to the organs, right? But there's a whole spiritual thing connected with this. Notice that when Jesus is giving, or when the Pope is giving, he's doing this. It's this mudra he's using, right? So for a magical Qigong class, this is considered our wand, right? So you can draw, anyway, that's a whole other thing. But the thing is that I'll be here all day. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you a side view here. I'm gonna shift all the way to this foot, right? Gonna bend the knee. My butt is going to come out. As my grandmaster would shout, more ass, he would say to me. This foot, though my left foot is coming out, no weight on this foot. All the weight is here. So if my left foot is in the front, my left hand's coming up, and I'm going to point this to the sky. This is going to point to the elbow. And I'm going to hold a position. And inhaling, exhaling down the back of the leg up to the earth, right? Inhaling into lower dantian, exhaling down the back leg. Pull in from the earth with the back leg to lower dantian. You can exhale through the palms of the hands. And, we're starting high, not starting low. It's my first time doing it this morning, so I never just bang it out, right? Because you have all these muscles in the knees that have to awaken, right? And you feel that thigh to get the workout? Yeah, it's going to work out. Now we shift to the other side. I'm just going to bring this foot in. Shift to the back. Bring this right foot out. See, now I'm going lower because my body's getting warmed up for this one. All the way back. And I can go ahead and the spine is at an angle. So the butt comes out. So I'm not making like a triangle for my body. It's counterbalancing. Great, come up and set. Great, that last one is also for the thrusting vessel. And it's these are great, hey, try to do like 30 seconds for each of them. But that first one, try to master the first one first. Get up to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes, right? 3 minutes on both sides. Okay? Once you get to that 4 minute and you're almost to the 5 minute, and you go to this one, do the same thing. And just get your stopwatch and just go through and you can gauge your time. Okay? Yeah. So that is the 8 vessels. It's one of the culminating practices of our tradition. It's it's something that we keep practicing more and more and get more out of, and for me it was a game changer, right? Just to see the chi levels in my own personal life, and also these are great positions to hold if you want to burn out any negative thought patterns in your brain. Because think about it, if I'm doing this for a long period of time and my brain's complaining about, oh, this is too hard, you can tell your brain, that's enough, shut that down. You're not going to die. You can also use these positions to focus on intention, because you're building up chi and energy towards something. So desire to fulfill something, you can hold these positions and see yourself accomplishing them. So there are all kinds of ways of utilizing these positions, right? Because you're building up the chi, you're not just building up the chi, but you're also going to be training the chi or programming the chi as well, right? Cool. So happy Valentine's Day. Any more questions? Are we good? All right, good. All right, well, Have a blessed weekend. No class, no Tai Chi tomorrow. Hava and I are going to be having a couples retreat. Yay!
Yay.
But we'll see everybody next week. Blessed be.